Okay, album cover lovers. We're talking about the 1976 release by Aerosmith titled Rocks. This album went to number 3 on the US charts, and it sold about 4.5 million copies. On the front cover, we've got the name here, Rocks. 5 diamonds to represent the 5 members of the band. And of course, Rocks is a play on words. They were a rock and roll band as well as the word rocks. It's got the same logo as was on their previous album. And they would go on to use not the whole logo, but just the text throughout many albums on their current career. And what's unusual about this is the front is embossed. This is not a smooth surface. It's hard to see on here. I don't know if I can get you an angle here. But this front cover almost has a leather-like look to it, the way it's embossed. This area here and the name are pushed down. They're smooth. But it's all sunk down into the album cover. And this outer area has this tight embossing on it that gives it like a leather-like look and feel on the cover. The back also is embossed with that leather-like look and feel. As well as the logo is smooth on here. But everything else, all this has that look and feel. And of course you've got the text from the 2 sides, the Columbia and the album name. You get the songs from the 2 sides, and just tons of stuff of people who worked on this, the producer, the engineering, and a listing of the band and everybody who played on it. Apparently there's a banjo on an Aerosmith album. That's something I hadn't realized. So it's also got down at the bottom here, a little bit unusual or different. It's got the copyright. And then it has the P copyright as well, which is the one just for recorded albums. And then the information about Columbia Records and where it was located. New York. And the registration mark. On the edge, it says, has the name that says Aerosmith Rocks, the band and the title. Columbia lets you know it's a stereo. And it has a number X698. But overall, a nice looking album, nice little touches here for an album from its time. Now we pull out the inner sleeve. This album doesn't open, but the inner sleeve, the paper sleeve, came with a printed sleeve. One side gives you a picture of the band, kind of a, I'm not sure what to call this drawing. Honestly, it almost looks like one of the members of the band might have drawn it. It's not all that fancy on here, but it does gives you a picture of all the bands, a little extra. The other side is a collage of all the band members. Then into it, then it has you the name of the photographers at the bottom, as well as the CBS records and the number. And then when we get to the, let's open it up, so it's tearing down there. And then the label itself is the red Columbia record label that they started using in 1970. And it's just a standard Columbia Records label. It's got the Aerosmith name on it. It has the name of the song. Side 1 has the word stereo still on it. By 1976, everything was stereo. But they're still putting stereo on the albums. There's side 1. And there's side 2. And this is a nice little touch, though. Even though it's not a folding out album, it comes with this little sleeve with the little extras on it, and just altogether a nice album. So there's the cover for the 1976 album Rocks by Aerosmith.